How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to talk about selling out, how I essentially sold out because I made too many sponsored videos. And because of that, I can't even put like a shout out or anything in this particular video. YouTube for me started around 2014, 2015 or so. I started putting how-to videos, things that I think would make a good video. And once in a while, I throw in a finance video just because that's one of my interests. In the early days, I even put in some comedy skits because, I have a little funny bone I want to share with the world. But the bigger that you get, the more sponsors that you get. At first, you get like little small free products, but as you get bigger and bigger, the products gets bigger and bigger. And at some point, they also pay you for making a sponsored video. And many advertisers actually push really, really hard for a full dedicated video. They want the video just to be about their particular product. Otherwise, they don't want to do the sponsor at all. So there's this constant fighting back and forth between the content creator and the sponsor. I personally just want to keep on making the videos I normally make, but then they dangle a bunch of cash in front of you and say, hey, if you do this, we'll give you this amount of money. And it's really, really good sometimes. Over the course of my YouTube channel, I did some things that are kind of investing related, but luckily never anything like crypto related where I'm peddling some kind of random crypto. And generally those kinds of sponsored videos, they pay amazingly well, like nearly twice as much as the typical rate. And so if you accept sponsors, and that's for a typical mid-sized channel, I would say the income accounts for up to half of your total income. So it's very, very significant. If you absolutely don't do it, right, you're gonna have your income. So sometimes for some people, it's not a I can accept it or not type of thing. Sometimes they need this money to live on. Doing a fully dedicated sponsored video is essentially selling out, but sometimes it has to do with how you do it. We all have an idea of what selling out means, but let me read the Wikipedia definition. Is a common expression for compromising of a person's integrity, morality, authenticity, or principles by foregoing the long-term benefits of the collective or group in exchange for personal gain, such as money or power. As a collective group, that's this channel, all the attention of all the subscribers, you guys, I'm essentially selling the time that's viewed on this channel. I fully understand that people are not interested in full dedicated review videos at all. I think there are a few of them out there that might be interesting where I converted it to a more educational theme. So it's sort of half between a sponsored video and educational, and those videos do a little bit better. And so for this channel, I don't think I can ever do a video where it's like, hey, look at this product. These are the features. Let me unbox it. Let me talk about it just by itself, right? That's not what I normally make. Doing that kind of work is just, it's essentially work, right? You're doing work for money. So I'm going to actively reduce the amount of those kinds of videos. And over the past 2 or 3 months, I have been rejecting more and more of them. I still have like 1 or 2 left that's in the pipeline that I sort of accepted before I tried to do this transition. And I waited a long time before I want to make this announcement because I don't want to make the announcement and then you still keep seeing a whole bunch of sponsored videos. So I know for sure I have one planned. That's a electric bike, but I'm not going to review that bike really. I'm going to take you guys on a tour of this city instead. So we'll see if you guys like that one or not. I did a little bit of research on what you guys would think is acceptable in terms of sponsored video. So I asked the subscriber. He's actually been supplying me with years of Adobe Photoshop licensing. That's what I use to make the thumbnails for this channel. So I'm lucky enough that I have a subscriber that's at Adobe willing to help me out and give me some employee discounts. I asked, what is the ratio of normal videos to sponsored videos? And the gist of it was none. We don't want any sponsored videos. However, it's okay if the sponsored video is somehow interesting or that it shows something new. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree if a sponsored video is okay as long as I make it interesting, or, you know, like maybe the way that I'm gonna make my electric bike video where I just give you a tour instead and just use the product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to read them all and really integrate your feedback into my future videos. I sort of drew myself into a corner because when I was trying to leave my corporate job, I'm like, fire, you know, financially independent, retire early. So then I save a lot of money. And after I quit my job, I was working really hard on YouTube to make enough money. And then eventually I reached that lean fire point. When I was able to lean fire, I sort of just turn off my work mode, and that actually doesn't work very well when you're running a YouTube channel, because YouTube channels take a lot of work, sometimes even more than full-time work. So if I'm making a lot of videos about fire, I'm not essentially fire. Actual really retired people, they're not working full time. Maybe they're putting in like a quarter of the time. So that's essentially what I was doing before, putting in 25% time. So you get, you know, much less videos. But eventually this led to lower quality videos and also lower number of views. Around the start of 2022, I started doing Amazon review videos. If you go on there, there's a high likelihood, if you search around certain popular products and you look under the video sections of that particular product, you're going to see my video up there. A lot of people that are on Amazon, they just see me randomly. They might not know about my YouTube channel and they're, oh, it's just a review. But people love my reviews on there because I am so thorough about it. So in January 2022, I started, you know, putting full-time work into Amazon videos. It's just an experiment I wanted to do. It's like, hey, you know, it's like a side gig kind of thing, a side gig of a side gig. I started working nonstop. There's no leisure time whatsoever. In fact, I have so many of them. I have a list right here in front of me, 18 different products that I have to review from sponsors. That's not on this channel. That's fully on Amazon and also on my DIY channel, so you're never gonna see any of those. Around 2 or 3 months ago, I got really stressed out because my wait list has essentially ballooned to about 1 month to 6 weeks or so. I even started working 6 days a week in order to shorten that wait list. So there's a lot of work that I just sort of gave myself. Now you might be wondering, if I'm so busy, how am I making this particular video now? The essence is I'm making this channel a priority now. This video, I'm making it, you know, 11 a.m. I'm making it first thing in the morning because it's important to me. I think it will make the content I make more useful for everybody. I essentially did a lot of soul searching, you know, do I really want to do product review videos? It's fun for me actually, but I think I was overloaded, so I had a little bit of time management issue. I watched a TED Talk, funny how that kind of resolved my issue here. And the gist is this: imagine what the best performance review will look like for you at the end of the year. And what are the things that you accomplished that made this performance review really good? Do those things first. Before this realization, I was thinking, okay, I have a lot of videos to do. I need to pare them down, make them more manageable. But the fact is, just more and more are going to come. So there's actually no time to wait for me to, you know, kind of get my life in order over there so that I can do this YouTube channel. The thing to do is give this channel a priority. Deprioritize those other things. Another way to look at it that didn't work as well for me is in terms of focus. I've heard this from a lot of entrepreneurs that I've seen on YouTube, that you should concentrate on 1 or 2 things, right? But that's really hard. You have so many things that you need to do on a daily basis. You do those things, like busy things, and then you get to the important things, right, that you think you should do. The end result is the same. The way you arrive at doing that, it's a little different. The performance review method really is a great mental hack on trying to get you to do the important things first. You essentially have to ignore everything else. You do those important things first. That's why I'm able to make this video, because I am putting this video first. I have so many other things that I need to do, but you know, if I can't get to it, that's just too bad. If some advertiser complain, oh, it's taking too long, it's been taking like over a month, and that's just gonna be too bad if they don't like it, and maybe they don't want to send me any more products. That's okay, because you know, maybe I don't want to do that anymore. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time.